Bob Kovatch was born and raised in Conrad, Montana, where he and his wife Susan have also raised 3 children and operated a local eatery nearby called the Lighthouse. While the restaurant and lounge has always been the couple's dream, Kovatch discovered another passion that will open up the next chapter of their lives. MTN's Keely Van Middendorp has this week's Montana Made.
It was his Montana-made spirit that spurred Bob Kovatch to make his wife's Easter decorations a number of years back, rather than watch her buy them from a magazine.
A couple of weeks went by, and I thought, I'm going to eat a lot of crow if I don't even make an attempt. So I come over to my shop, cut up some 2x4s, sharpened up my Swiss Army knife, and carved them out.
It was then Kovatch discovered his love for sculpting, and his work was cut out.
And I just found it was something I really enjoyed doing. I got a tremendous number of ideas for things I would like to do and work on.
He now produces everything from animals to garden sculptures in a variety of mediums.
I did a Halloween witch one time for a gal that was born on Halloween and loves snowmen. So we got a snowman witch for her birthday.
Kovatch and his family ran the Lighthouse while he continued his craft, combining his passion for the business with his love for sculpting.
Hundreds and thousands of people we've been able to meet and build acquaintances with. I've been able to have a venue to show my craft.
Through the restaurant and word of mouth, his art spread to more than 20 states. Now the couple is retiring from the Lighthouse after nearly 30 years. Kovatch says he's ready to begin molding the next chapter of their lives.
To me, it's extremely flattering to know that someone will take a piece of me and put in their home or their office and enjoy that picture that I had in my head in their own home.
The majority of the materials Kovatch works with are from Montana, collecting pieces of wood from lake shores and stone from the southern part of the state.
One was a burl and is going to turn into a nesting grouse. And one is an old piece of cottonwood we actually picked up on the lake shore that will eventually be the creche for a nativity set.
His style depends on the medium he's working in. He says each piece is unique and has something to teach.
There is something in every piece of wood. There is something in every piece of stone. Every lump of clay that you hold in your hand, there is something in it. The whole secret is just to take what you've got up here and get it out of that piece of material.
Reporting in Valier, Keely Van Middendorp, MTN News.
Kovatch already has 2 years of commission work lined up. He says now that he's retiring from the Lighthouse, he'll have plenty of time to catch up and is excited to start showcasing more of his work on digital platforms. To learn more about Kovatch and his sculpting business, you can visit our websites.